just so you guys can see, this is our administration and our counselors. We have our building principal, Miss Katrina Smith. Our 9th grade AP is Letitia Manning. Our 10th grade assistant principal is Eric Poulard, and our 11th grade principal is Darlene Ford, and our 12th grade principal is Marcus Benton, and his email is below. We also have our counselors on the right side of the page. We have Stephanie Matanga, which is our 9th grade counselor. Shakia Ford is our 10th grade counselor. Chantelez Clater is our 11th grade. And myself, Crystal Barther, is the 12th grade counselor. And I also added my Google Voice number at the bottom. Right now, we are not in our offices due to construction. So we do not have an office phone or an office fax number. So the best way to get with me is either by email, or you can take down my Google Voice number. And Mr. Benson, would you like to introduce yourself while we're on this page?
Yes. Hi, hello, everybody. My name is Marcus Benton. I am the 12th grade assistant principal at Eastern Hills. I would just like to say that I'm very excited about this particular school year with this particular class, because Ms. Barth and I have been with your kids since their freshman year. And it's an honor to watch them matriculate from 9th grade to 12th grade, and we will get a chance to see them walk across the stage in 2021. So thank you, and like I said, I'm very excited.
All right, thank you. So basically, for the agenda, I know it looks like it's a lot, but it is not a lot. We will talk about our virtual school schedule, our student schedules, how to find their classes and teachers, what the attendance policy and grading policy is, the grade level classification, graduation requirements, class rank and GPA, technology help, and how to stay informed, as well as questions and answers on my part. We will also discuss what the role of the Go Center is and some upcoming important dates that you as parents need to be aware of starting in October. So the logistics of everything is students' expectations before the first day of school. So if you are on this call right now, I want to say thank you for completing registration for your child. We still have about 100 students left, but as of today, we were 92% enrolled. So that is a very, very good thing for our campus. We almost have all of our students enrolled. But thank you guys for enrolling your kids in a timely manner and getting them started for the first day of school, which was on September 8th. I do believe all of our seniors have joined all of their Google Classroom, so I am not going to discuss that in a way. And the majority of them do check their emails daily. So I believe that a lot of our seniors are living up to the expectations that Mr. Benton and myself have for them for their senior year, and I am very, very proud. So these are just some helpful links. Online registration if your child needs their password reset, and our technology survey. So if you have not completed, if you have any, like you need hotspots or a computer or anything at home, you do have to complete your technology survey in order to receive that. So if you know anyone that is in need of a laptop or a device from Fort Worth ISD, please let them know that in order to get that, no matter what campus they are on, they do have to complete the technology survey. If your student is having trouble with password resets, they can find how to reset their password here at this link as well. I will also send this PowerPoint out to parents in an email after the meeting, if not today, sometime tomorrow. But you will also receive this PowerPoint. So logging into your district device, you will go to default student login. So if your student ID number is 12345, you will type in S12345 at stu.fwisd.org and go through the process of logging your student in. So virtual learning is synchronous and asynchronous. Basically, asynchronous is they are not attending class with a teacher. So if they cannot, let's say they want to complete their work on their own at 12 o'clock instead of 8:30, that will be considered asynchronous learning. So it allows you to take your online courses on your own schedule. So if a student is considered asynchronous, they wouldn't have direct instruction from the teacher as if you would be synchronous. And a lot of our students right now are synchronous instead of asynchronous. So our virtual bell schedule is we have A days, which is periods 1, 2, 3, and 4, and B days, which is periods 5, 6, 7, and 8. We will always start the week on an A day. So even if it's a 4-day work week, if it's a Monday, we will always start on a Monday. If it is a 5-day week, we will have C days. And C days is all the class periods all that day, which was 45 minutes versus 90 minutes. So I do know the first, like she put an example, the first week of school is a 4-day work week, and then Tuesday, September 8th will be an 8-day. So this is what an example schedule looks like. A day is periods 1 through 4. B day is periods 5, 6, 7, and 8. And C day is all periods. I do know that we will be returning to campus on October 5th. So instead of C days, we will have all A day, B day. So it will just go A day, B day, A day, B day, A day. So this will change for the students, but we will talk more directly with students as they return to campus and transition them to our normal bell schedule for block. Students can find their Google Classroom codes using one of the following methods. They will log into class link, open focus. Most students already know how to do that, and click on planner, and they will find their Google Classroom codes. Method 2 is they can click on class link again, open focus, select class schedule on the left-hand side, and they will find their Google codes in the section ID number. And then how do I find my teachers? You will go to the Eastern Hills High School website, click on teacher websites, and it will take you directly to that teacher. So every teacher has made a website, and you will use your schedule on focus to know which teachers to look for, as well as every counselor has made a website, and we will update our counseling website to reflect our counseling Google sites as well. Attendance policy. So the 90% rule, parents, still is in effect. Students must be counted present 90% or more days to receive their credits. So we are on an A day, B day block schedule. So therefore, the maximum number of absences will be less than previous years. I do know with COVID and the the changes every day, we have to get more clarification on that, but I do know that the 90% rule is still in effect. I have told my parents and my students that if your child is locked out of Google for some reason, if they cannot get in for some reason, if it is not letting them get in their meeting classroom with their teachers, please, please, please email that teacher and CC myself. And the reason why I say CC me is because that way I can have a running documentation since I am their counselor, and I will be going over attendance almost every week, keeping track of where our students are. I would know what to fix and what not to fix, and if it was a true absence or not. So I do have a folder of if students have attendance issues that I do have that I created on my email so that I can move everything to that folder to review. Attendance policy, they have 3 ways to engage. They can watch the lesson and check Google Classroom. They can interact, which is attending live instruction, and complete assignments. So they have 3 ways to get their attendance. So this is where you can find our Forward ISD grading policy. You will go to www.fwisd.org/academics, and that is the grading policy that our teachers are using for the 2020-2021 school year. I suggest parents that you get very familiar with this grading policy as your kids are seniors, okay? Not throwing anybody underneath the bus, but we all, in order to maintain and get our 100% graduation rate, I need your help. And I need you guys to make sure that everybody is being accountable for their grades, teachers, students, parents, myself, Mr. Benton. That is the only way that we'll be able to get these students across the finish line in these unprecedented times. So it takes teamwork. You can also check your students' grades on Parent Portal at www.fwisd.org/parent portal. This right here, if you do not have access to this, you can contact Marcia Warren. She is our data clerk on our campus, and she will get you access to that as well. All right, so grade level classification. You must be in order to be considered a 12th grader, you must have 19 credits or more. Okay. I cannot put you as a 12th grader if you have 18.5. This is something that our district has mandated. So our students who are who has less than 19 credits, they are still on my caseload. However, they are still considered a junior at the present time until they can reach that 19 or more credits. Those specific students have individual plans, and I've spoken to most of them, but if not, I will definitely be setting up meetings sometime next week and within the next 2 or 3 weeks to discuss individual graduation plans with their families. So this is a big expectation of mine. I do want 100% graduation. That means no seniors will go to summer school. They will graduate on time in June. This is an expectation. This is the only exception. I am very straightforward with my parents. I'm very straightforward with my students, and I give them my 100%, so I expect them to give me 100% back. So right now, we have a total of 215 seniors. I expect 215 seniors to walk across the stage in June when school is out. This will be something new for Eastern Hills High School. It's not, it is attainable because in the past, we've always been at 97, 98% graduation. So I know we can reach that 3% and get that 100% this year. So graduation requirements, excuse me, you must have 26 credits at the minimum to graduate. You must have 4 English courses, 4 math, 4 social studies, and 4 sciences. You have to have a half a credit of health, a half a credit of speech, 1 year of fine arts, 2 years of world language, 1 year of physical education, which is PE, or a substitute of PE, which would be like ROTC or band, and 5 elective courses. Now, a student can have 20 credits and not have the correct credits. So a student can have credits from 5 years of world languages, in addition to 5 electives, and in addition to the other courses, but they may not be correct. So that is why we do transcript audits and updates. This year we do have 3 senior transcript audits so that the counselors and myself will cross audit the seniors, so that way we make sure they are scheduled in the correct classes. Important dates to remember. 12th grade students return to campus October 5th. Now this is optional, parents. This is very optional. So if you prefer that your child stay at home and do virtual, that is totally up to you. But all students return to campus on October 5th. College night is September 21st. We do have a flyer on our Fort Worth ISD website as well as on our counselor's website. And I was going to send that out to you all as well through your emails. College night is a very, very, very big night. It is going to be virtual this year. And they have already 500 colleges signed up. Parents, I suggest that you and your child attend college night virtually, because that way it'll let you be familiar with the different things that the colleges are asking for and the things that they are waiving due to COVID-19. We also have our FAFSA kickoff, which is October 1st, and our TCC 101 interest, which is going to be October 2nd. The Go Center will talk more about FAFSA and explain what FAFSA is and what we need to do. What I suggest parents is that the earlier we can fill out financial aid, the better. I have seen kids and students wait until, let's say, January to fill out FAFSA, and majority of the money is gone. So the earlier we can get it done, the more money your child could potentially receive. And our TCC 101 interest is, if you are interested in going to TCC, if you or your child is interested in going to TCC, we do have someone from that campus who is going to be talking about that campus and giving more information about it. So those are our important dates right now. And as we progress in the school year, I will definitely be emailing you guys about important dates to remember. Class rank and GPA. So basically, we're here, we're seniors, and your child's GPA really does not move their senior year. So they can make all A's and it will probably move a half a point. It will not move any bigger. So honestly, their GPAs is almost set right now. It may move and it may not. It just depends. But like I said, as a 12th grader, it typically does not move that much. Considering like your 9th and your 10th grade year is the heaviest, they have the heaviest impact on your GPA. And technology help. Our campus level dig-in administrator will be Mr. Eric Poulard, which is our 10th grade counselor. If your child needs any help with their devices, they can also contact Kel Jackson. Our student teacher technical support is Amanda Stewart, and our librarian and our technical support and audio visual as well as password reset is Bryce Kaminsky, which is our librarian. We do have a tech squad, which is pretty neat on our campus. When we return to campus, we have students that are on this tech squad that assist other students and other and teachers as well as with fixing their computers. So they are trained by the district's IT department to fix computers. And how to stay informed. Like I said, you can always visit our Eastern Hills website school page. You or your child can check their email address and their Office 365 that is set up by the district. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for @EHHS Learn at Home, as well as you can email the counselors. You can, come to the counselor's webpage, and we'll also have our updates on there as well. And these are our website and social media links to all of our social medias. These are also our resources that we have that we use in this document.
The importance of the Go Center and working with us to make sure that your students have a plan for after they graduate. So some things we're talking about, we're going to introduce ourselves. There's several of us that work in the Go Center. We'll be working closely with you and your student. We're going to talk about the resources that we offer, the senior checklist, scholarships, upcoming events for the Go Center, and some of the resources that we have.
Evening, everybody. My name is Mr. T. Watson. I am a college advisor for 9th and 10th graders, but I'm also the ACT and SAT coordinator, the NTA, NIA for student athletes. So we will be starting back with SAT and SAT testing in December. So the first SAT test will be December 5th. The first SAT test is December the 12th. We will be limited to testing, so probably no more than about 50 students that I'm going to probably have due to construction. So it's going to be kind of first come, first serve, but it will be a limited number to testing starting back in December. My information is on the presentations and my office slide also to an email. Thank you.
Alrighty, so I don't think Mr. Anderson is with us tonight, but Mr. Anderson is the Education Talent Search Pre-College Advisor. He has a caseload of 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. If you are part of his caseload or interested in learning more about his program, there is his contact information. Alrighty, and my name is Ms. Cervantes. I have a caseload of seniors whose last names begin with A through C. I do virtual office hours through Google Meet every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 2 p.m. If you fall into my caseload, please join my Remind. My code is right there, and that is my contact information, my email, my cell phone. Feel free to reach out to any of those forms. I will get back with you as soon as possible.
Hi, I'm Ms. Hudak. I have seniors D through GI. I will have open office hours via Google Meets. You can use that link or the code to join, and it will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays from 2 to 3. You can reach me by my email or also the phone number listed below. And if my open office hours don't work for you guys, just go ahead and schedule an appointment with me.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Davis and I have seniors whose last names are G-O through K. So you can schedule virtual office hours with me through Google Meet. There's my link right there. You can also, I also have open hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 3 p.m. And then you can email me at my email or feel free to call or text me anytime on that cell phone number.
Hey y'all, my name is Mr. Neal. My virtual open office hours are going to be Mondays and Wednesdays from 2 to 3:30. As you can see at the top there, I work with seniors with the last name L through PA. And then my contact info is at the bottom there, my email and my phone number. Quickest way to reach me is definitely going to be that phone number. That's what I check most frequently. So give me any questions and I'll be happy to help.
Hello, y'all. I'm Ms. Graciano, and this year I will be working with seniors whose last name begin with PE through SA. Like the rest of my colleagues, I also do open virtual office hours via Google Meets. You can see the code and the link up here below. Up here. I'll be on there Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 3 to 4. If that doesn't work for you, go ahead and schedule an appointment with me. We'll show you on the website. And you can also email or call and text me. And if you are one of my students, please join my Remind. It's listed here as Eastern 21.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Miss Whitley, and I'll be working with the seniors with the last names SC through Z. You can see my Google Meets code, and I will be doing virtual office hours Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 1 to 2. My email and contact information is provided. The quickest way to get a fast response is through text, but email I usually respond quick as well. I have a Remind that I sent out to some parents, I believe yesterday. So the Remind code for parents is listed, and then also I have a Remind for students as well, just to send out important information and things like that.
So as we mentioned, we are the Go Center, and listed here are just a few of the resources we can provide for y'all. And it's all the way from college exploration and career exploration to assisting with fee waivers for SAT, ACT, and college apps, and everything in between, from exposing students to different colleges and careers, assisting with financial aid such as scholarships, and hosting professional developments or workshops. We do have a few coming up, so please keep that in mind. And if we don't have something listed here, still feel free to reach out to us. Our main goal as a Go Center is to help every student just kind of figure out what they want to do after high school. So please reach out to us.
Alrighty, Ms. Davis.
Yes, here we go. Let me move my people. There we go. All right, so senior checklist. So the senior checklist is designed to prepare students for whatever pathway they choose, whether that's trade school, military, or college, or going straight to work. We are here to help. Students will get one raffle ticket for every senior checklist objective completed, and we do drawings every 6 weeks for really cool prizes. So here we go. This is the list. This is also on our website, and this is the entire list of our senior checklist. Ms. Cervantes, is this where should I go through all of those now, or are there different slides for each one?
Yes, so we're going to talk about some of the things that are on the checklist. Essentially, this checklist was created with the counselors and the Go Center staff to assure that your students are able to know what steps they need to take to make sure that all their bases are covered and they know what they want to do after they graduate.
Yes, thanks, Ms. Cervantes. Yeah, so this is just the complete list of everything to have everything done for college.
Alrighty, so next we're going to talk about the T3 Pledge. So T3 is a new organization that Eastern Hills will be working with this year. So T3 is sort of represents, means Tarrant to and through. And sort of the purpose behind the organization is to assist students in Tarrant County and help them with college access and just make that process a lot easier for them. And so the first step is going to be to take the T3 Pledge to become a T3 Scholar. So the pledge is pretty simple. It doesn't ask too much information, and it's not really like a formal commitment to anything. But the pledge is going to give you access to a long list of resources. And I think the next slide is going to talk a little bit about those resources. Yeah, so it's a little bit small there, but so as I said, fortunately, Eastern Hills is a full launch T3 high school, so they're going to have the full list of resources that T3 is going to provide. And so if y'all can read that there, there's going to be the access to the mentorship and job shadowing, and they're going to have a last dollar 2-year scholarship to TCC, transfer support, emergency funding, which is especially important in crazy times like these. And they're also going to have a first dollar 4-year scholarship to partner universities that they're currently working on, partnering with different universities. But so a ton of good resources there. And the greatest thing about T3 is that it's something that the students can sort of be involved with right now and then also throughout their college experience. So T3 kind of wants to be by their side and make sure that all goes super smoothly. So we'll probably put a link to the pledge in the chat.
Yes, and this is something that we are really excited at being Eastern Hills. We're fortunate enough to be one of these 6 launch schools, and so our students are really lucky to have access to all of these resources and information by simply taking a pledge and doing the tasks that they would be doing already as far as graduating school and everything. So scholarships. Scholarships is always something that we get questions about from students, from parents. Where do we find scholarships? How do we do them? You can apply. You should be applying for scholarships now whenever you're free. Apply to as many as you possibly can. In my past working with students, the students who applied to every scholarship that came their way ended up going to school basically with everything covered. This last year, I sent a couple of kids to school completely covered. The year before, same, because students were really taking the initiative to do these scholarships. This is actually a screenshot from our website. If you log onto our website, we'll talk about it more later and share the link. But we have a list of all the scholarships broken down by grade level. So even if you have a freshman at home, they could be doing scholarships as well. We have the databases on there. And then if you are an undocumented student or have a student that isn't undocumented, it's kind of tough to find scholarships sometimes. So we even made sure that there's a section for those students as well, so that they're able to still apply for scholarships and get funding for school. Some of the major scholarship deadlines that are coming up is QuestBridge, September 29th. That is that big scholarship with a chance to get full ride, everything covered for some of the more higher prestigious schools, such as like Brown and Rice, Cornell, Yale, those types of schools. That's going to be that QuestBridge scholarship. The Horatio Alger scholarship is going to be, the deadline is October 26th. Some other big ones are the Coca-Cola, the Dell, that Dream.us scholarship opens November 1st, and that is for undocumented students. We will be keeping on our website a list of everything up to make sure students are up to date with those scholarship deadlines. And also, if you join our Remind, we'll also be blasting those deadlines as well.
So I'm going to talk about some upcoming events. Like Ms. Barton mentioned it earlier, Fort Worth ISD is having College Night on Monday, and you can register at fortworthisd.org. It's going to be virtual, and it's this Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. They give out a lot of information. There'll be a lot of universities, I think, giving presentations and whatnot about college. And then as a Go Center, one thing that we're looking to do, even though things are online, we want to have events and things for students to attend. And so we're looking at getting set up every Tuesday, having different college admissions reps come virtually and present. And so you or your student or both can log on and hear like what this university has to offer and different things about their costs and the livings like on campus and things like that. And so we're going to be doing this every Tuesday in September so far at 1 p.m. And then here's the Google Meets code for that. This flyer that we have made highlighting some of the ones that we already have set up is on our website as well. Some more upcoming events. Like I mentioned, the Fort Worth ISD Virtual College Night is on Monday. Tuesday, we're having Vanderbilt University come and present virtually at 1 p.m. And then one thing that I want to highlight too is we plan on doing virtual workshops every Thursday, and we'll be doing those at 1 p.m. and then again at 6 p.m. So these are geared towards students and parents. So we want to make sure that we provided 2 times. So if your student wants to log on and watch the presentation virtually at 1 p.m. or y'all can log on together in the evening at 6 p.m. We'll also be recording these and posting them to our YouTube. So if that way you're busy or you're not able to make it, we'll do the workshops and presentations, and that way you get that information. But this Thursday, a week from today, we're going to do a presentation on financial aid, and we'll kind of touch on FAFSA and TASFA, and we'll have that at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. And then September 29th, we're having St. Edward's University admissions rep come at 1 p.m. And then we're having a FAFSA. We're having FAFSA TASFA Drive, and that opens October 1st. We are currently figuring out if that's going to be in person or so our goal is to have it in person, socially distanced in the gym, but we're trying to figure out if we can make that happen. If not, we're going to have some type of FAFSA Drive virtually. And then October 15th is the engineering deadline for Texas A&M. And then the application deadline for Texas A&M and UT is January. Yes, and so like I said, we'll have all the flyers and things and events for these on our website and on our website calendar.
So speaking about FAFSA and TAFSA, what they basically are, it's an application that current or future college students fill out to determine financial aid eligibility. And it does open October 1st, but like Ms. Whitley said, we will be having a FAFSA drive October 1st when it opens, so don't worry. And yeah, so you might be wondering which application to do. And for FAFSA, the requirements are you must be a U.S. citizen, a permanent U.S. resident, a conditional permanent U.S. resident, and that might seem confusing. So if you aren't really sure, please contact one of us and we'll help you out. If you aren't eligible for FAFSA, there is still TASFA, which is geared more towards undocumented or students who are DACA recipients. And if you know someone or are someone who is going to be filling out the TAFSA, we do encourage y'all to kind of contact us as soon as possible, just because the application is a little longer. So it will be taking a little more time, but it's still manageable and we'll help you out. This is also a lot of information, so if you are confused or want to know more, please do come to our financial aid workshop next Thursday. And yes, please.
And one thing I just want to add about the FAFSA and TAFSA this year, these applications will be based on your 2019 tax returns. So I just want to give y'all a heads up to start collecting that information or make sure that you have it ready for when we're going to fill out these applications.
So SAT and ACT, I would like to throw this out just because we have been receiving a few questions. There are some colleges who are waiving the college admissions test, but not all of them. So I would definitely take a look at that if you are unsure, or come ask one of us. And like Mr. Watson said, Eastern Hills will be hosting a few of the dates, but in December. So like if you want to take one in November and October, you'd have to choose one that's not in Eastern Hills. But that's fine. The test date is on the left and the deadline to register is on the right. So if you wanted to take the SAT on October, you have until September 22nd to register for that, which is Tuesday, I believe. And the main difference between these is that the ACT, is geared towards I guess science lovers, because it does have a science section that the SAT does not.
And one thing with the SAT, ACT test and the college applications and things that we've been mentioning, they cost. And so we have fee waivers for you and your student to make sure that it is not going to be an issue at all. We have fee waivers for the SAT, ACT. For the college admissions, a lot of colleges cost about $75 to apply to. And so that might not be ideal to be applying to multiple colleges. We have fee waivers for that. So please, please, please have your students reach out to us so that we're able to get that to them.
Okay, so some online resources. Our advising team recently created this Go Center website, and we just wanted to make it as easy as possible for you guys to find information, because it is a lot. So on here you'll find a calendar with upcoming events and important deadlines. There's also a list of scholarships and details about FAFSA and TASFA. There are also testing dates and registration deadlines. And then again, we will be recording the admission rep virtual tours and posting them on the website if students can't make the meetings. And you'll also find your advisor contact information and their personal appointment links. So definitely check out the website if you have any more questions. And then if you'd like to join our Google Classroom, the code is below. It's for the Go Center, so just type in that code and you should be joined in. And then also we have social media that you can follow us on. And then it will also be listed on the bottom of pages on the Go Center website.